In February of 1984, International Business Machines, or IBM, released the Model 68 computer, dubbed the IBM 5155 Portable Computer System. This was mainly built in response to Compaq's portable PC clone released the prior year, utilizing the legendary Intel 8088 microprocessor. So today we will be taking a look at what could arguably be the best computer from Big Blue's 51 series product line. So let's dive right into it. At launch, the 5155 would have run you a little over $4,200, or around $10,400 in 2019, packing two 360 kilobyte 5¼ inch floppy drives, an 8088 CPU clocked at the standard 4.77 megahertz, and 256K of RAM upgradable to 640K. For I/O, it would ship with a parallel port, serial port, and CGA graphics output. While having IBM Basic on board, you could get IBM's PC-DOS version 2.10. The internal display was a 9-inch monochrome amber display which plugs into the CGA adapter using a 2-wire connection. Power is delivered by 120 volt or 240 volt depending on region on an internal power supply with a standard 3-prong desktop cord. Coming in at roughly 30 pounds or 13.6 kilograms, this computer was hardly portable by today's standards, but in 1984 this was an impressive and enticing option for anyone wanting a computer that can be packed up, moved, and set up with little to no effort, comparable to the big brothers at the time. Being basically an IBM 5150 shoved into a portable housing is completely compatible with IBM PC software and hardware. Finding a working one today for your collection can run upwards of $400 if you're being a savvy shopper. So in conclusion, the IBM 5155 computer is an interesting and fun system to have around in a collection, or as an 8088 computer to mess around with in your spare time. Over at the front of the machine, we can see that the keyboard folds up against the screen, and if you take, and there's a tab right here and a tab right here, pull those back, pull it forward towards you, and that reveals the IBM 5155 keyboard, which is detachable, and it uses this proprietary, looks like a telephone connection, but it's not. It's a proprietary connection to this computer. And as you can see, we have the mechanical switch keyboard, which, by the way, feels amazing to type on. And on the front, you see the 9-inch monochrome display. Up here, we have contrast, brightness, and your two 5¼ inch drives. Later models came with a, I think, 10 megabyte or 20 megabyte hard disk for the bottom tray that you could buy. But as the base option, you just got the two 5¼ inch drives. Powering the machine on, you can see that there's a delay as the tube warms up. Runs through the memory check, which can take a little bit depending on how much RAM you have. Mine is just the base 256K. Reads floppy drive A for any sort of system disk, and if none is detected, then it will boot into IBM Basic. And this is pretty much standard, just basic syntax error, the usual. Now on the bottom here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are the function keys listed over here on the keyboard. Now I will grab my bootable disk, insert it into the drive, Now, normally you can Control-Alt-Delete, but my drive has been giving me trouble, so I'm just going to do a complete power off, then complete reboot. It's going through the memory check again. And now this is what it should do whenever there is a disk inside the drive. You can see Microsoft DOS 2.10, and of course date, time. Now for some reason this one auto boots into a program called Might, but I have really no clue what this program is or what it does. So just hit X to exit to operating system, yes. And there we are. List directory. And then of course, I'll load up Pac-Man. And of course, as you can see, software that would normally run on the IBM 5150 also runs on the 5155. And we can use the 4 arrow keys on the keypad. Of course, play it through. But anyways, and that's basically the machine right there.